I spent over £10,000 on trading courses. Here's what I learned. So I started my trading journey back in 2016, like anyone else starting this journey, with the anticipation or goal of getting rich quick, making a ton of money by next week, quitting my job and living the life that I'd always dreamed of. The reality soon dawned on me that this was never going to be the case, as I spent the next 6 or so years going round in circles, really with nothing to show for my efforts. Now in today's video, I'm going to be breaking down everything that I've learned up till this point, everything that I could have done differently to accelerate my journey and basically cut it in half. So first and foremost, the issue that I had obviously was coming into this industry and this line of work with completely the wrong expectations. And, I think it's pretty natural for all of us to come in with these wants, these desires, this motivation of making quick cash, right? And it's totally normal, I think. It isn't until you get further down the line that you realize that it's just not the case, right? It's an incredibly difficult business and industry to crack. And even when you do crack it, you never really truly crack it, in my opinion. And what I learned along the way through numerous trading courses that I bought, numerous strategies that I traded, was the solutions weren't in another concept. It wasn't in another strategy. The solutions that I was looking for were within myself. My whole approach, my consistency, not just in my trading, but in myself as well. And what helped me get mentally over the line, or I say over the line, but mentally towards consistency and profitability, was having a clear structure and framework to my trading. And what I see so often nowadays is people, they trade a whole arbitrary concepts, as and when they see fit. And the issue with this is when you come across stumbling blocks, it's very easy for you to change something because you have no anchor point and you have no clear feedback loop as to if you're doing the right thing. And so, this is what happened in my journey and why it took me so many years to actually start seeing results, was because I would never address underneath the layers. It was always surface level stuff that I would address. It was a confluence, something that needed changing in that respect. And it wasn't until sort of the pain of staying the same was greater than the pain of change that I actually, made a conscious decision and effort to say, okay, I can't keep doing this, right? I can't keep going around in circles. Something has to fundamentally change. Otherwise I have to call it quits, right? Like, I can't keep doing this. And so it came to a point where I was like, fuck, I have to do something different here. Like, this is the definition of insanity, is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. The real turning point for me was really just deciding that this is going to be my turning point, and implementing and putting in place the things that I needed to do to reach, the next level that I was looking for. And not only did this come in strategy and approach to the market, but also came in mindset and, life outside the charts as well. And I think very often we can dismiss how important life outside the charts is for, life within the charts as well. It's very easy for life and charts to blend together, which is why I think it's so important to have a very clear grasp on, your everyday life as well, because that has a huge impact on, not just your trading results, but, your performance and the framework that you come to the market with. And so I think the biggest thing that I learned over these years was, number one, you are the problem and you are the solution. You are the one that can change the trajectory of your life. And secondly is having a clear structure to the market, having a clear framework, something that you can repeat consistently. See, so often people have a strategy that they can't consistently execute, and so they never see any level of consistency. And trust me, I've been through this process. I know what it's like. I've been there. Like, I've been there so many times. I've been in the depths of it. I know what it's like. And only now can I see what truly impacted that change. And so focus on clear structure, clear framework in your trading. You need to be as clear as possible with what you're looking for, when you're looking for it, and why you're looking for it as well. And how much you're going to risk. All of these nuances that you don't always think about. You need to sweat the small stuff, right? You need to be so precise, so detailed about everything, at least in my opinion, because that's where things start to change for me. And that's where I started to finally see progress within my trading. Once everything shifted, that's where I started to gain multiple funding. That's when I finally started to see consistent payouts from these prop firms. I see it all the time that the difference you're looking for can be a very small thing. Like, most people are far closer than they think. It's just a few tweaks that they need to get them to that next level. So I guess when I'm wrapping up this video, and I'm trying to keep these videos somewhat short, bite-sized, focus on structure, framework, not just in trading, but everywhere in life, right? Have structure to everything. Be professional, right? Treat this like a business. This is not some side hobby. This is not some get-rich-quick scheme. This is a disciplined profession that you should be taking seriously. And realize that you are the problem and you are the solution to your problems. So with that being said, that is the end of this video. If you did enjoy today's episode, give it a like, comment down below, obviously subscribe for more. And if you do want to learn more about what I teach within the Alchemy, check the link down below and I'll get back to you.